Greetings, viewers. This is a Florida Golden Girl. Today's travel adventure takes us to the town of Groveland, Florida. And today we're going to be looking at a church cemetery. Today we're going to be looking at Tuscanooga Baptist Church Cemetery. This is an interesting one. It's maintained by the church, and to be buried here, you have to have specific permission from the church in order for that to happen. It's very well maintained. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere. And come along with me. Let's see what we can find. So this is a small church cemetery, as most church cemeteries are. We'll see if we can find some old ones here. You've got somebody that died in 2020, a couple years ago. I imagine there's quite a bit of families here. The Merritt family is predominant. You've got Merritts over there. That's all Merritts there, and then you got Merritts here. So, Merritts here. So, like I said, you know, there's rules and regulations for church cemeteries as there are the smaller cemeteries that I kind of found out recently. So, it's interesting. So, we have our first interesting marker here. This is General Paget, who was a private in the Spanish-American War, 1875 to 1947. The last time that I seen Spanish-American War was at Soldier City Cemetery in Kissimmee, St. Cloud area. So I've not seen one of them in a long time. But those are the interesting ones. I always like going to see the veterans markers, you know, just to see what they've got. Now the Paget family is another predominant one. You've got Pagets over here, and that's all Pagets there, and grandfather Paget, grandmother Paget, and over here. So he was an Air Force veteran. That's cool. So they must be related to the Spanish-American War veteran. Let's see. I hope everybody's having a good day today. It's been an interesting day, you know, doing some traveling in the local area and trying to film and things of that nature. So you have Rogers, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whither thou goest. Cool. So, looks like we have another veteran here, so World War II. James Brown. And then you have a whole bunch of Brown family here. So, you've got a World War II vet here. And then you've got another veteran over here. You got a couple. You have a Korean vet. And then you have somebody that liked playing the guitar. Mr. Personality. So U.S. Army there, but it doesn't say what he's a veteran of any war. And then you've got, so Elbert was Army Air Force, so he was World War II. And then you've got this gentleman, he was a veteran of Vietnam. And then we've got another veteran over here. He's a World War II vet, but that looks like that his corporal in the Army Air Corps, so that needs to be repaired. And I think the church could call the VA, and the VA can take care of that, or it could be paid and billed to the VA. I don't know how that works, but you know, that's something that somebody would have to do, food for thought. So, and then you've got the Potters. So it looks like they've got more graves over here. Let's take a look and see what they've got. So I guess they'll start from the front and work their way back over here. I don't think there's any super old graves in the area. It doesn't look like it. So you got somebody that was buried this year. It's the Strickland family. So I'm all the way out at the end of the property line. So it looks like he died this year. I mean, last year. I keep thinking, you know, 2022 when it was last year. And then you've got, I guess, that was a baby. And then you've got some over here. And you've got farm equipment right back over there, believe it or not. And so I'm at the, but if I'm looking from the back of the cemetery, this is the church. So over where that tall light is, that's tennis courts. And then you've got a Baptist church where the bus is, see? And then this is the cemetery that they've got fenced off. It's just, you know, just a simple church cemetery. And it seems as the only main marker of interest is the one from the Spanish-American War. There's no columbariums for anybody being cremated. But I do know that anybody that is interred here is generational, and they will have had to have been members of the church. It's interesting the things you pick up and you become an expert at as time goes by. Nothing ornate, no over the top decorated. It's a quiet day. It's kind of cool out. Again, I got the whole cemetery myself. Funny thing that happened was as I was getting out of the car and getting set up and everything, and you know, my sidekick, he's at Disney Springs with his brother. They're hanging out, and he's wanting to know where am I at, and naturally trying to FaceTime him in the middle of nowhere is kind of hard. And I accidentally pressed the 911 button, and the lady's like, "Is there an emergency?" And I said, "No, ma'am," you know, and explained. I said I did it by accident, and I apologize because I really don't like doing that. That's just, you know, I get afraid when that happens because it was a fire truck that went by, and I'm thinking, oh crap, did I did I cause them to come out here for no reason whatsoever? And no, it didn't happen that way. So I was thankful for that. But I don't see any, well, I actually do see a couple of older graves. I just noticed. You've got the Floyd family. He died in 1920. And then you've got Annie Floyd, who died in 1916. Those are the oldest graves I have found in this area, other than the Spanish-American War veteran. Here's a couple of more that are old. You got the Carvers, 1915 and 1929. So it looks like the older graves are towards the front, and then they kind of just built around it, you know, with no semblance of order. Infant Peggy Irene died in 1955. Watson, and then I guess these were her parents. It's Watson's there, and then you have Watson's over there as well. So it does have some older graves, so that's kind of cool, you know. Like I said, every cemetery is an interesting one, and that's Tuscanooga Baptist Church Cemetery in a nutshell. Like I said, it's on one of those quiet county roads surrounded by farms, and I would imagine, you know, back then churches were the cornerstone of life, you know, for early settlers or for any local town, you know. But that was just the way it was back then. So I've seen an interesting sign here. I'll show you. You see all the agriculture and how this is just on some country road. So I think this is County Road 465. And like I said, a lot of farmland, you know, people that own land that don't want to be bothered. I like that sign. It says, "God, please help our country." And boy, do we need some help, folks. Do we need some help? Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Like the video, would be appreciated. Click on the notification bell that lets you know when I will be uploading a new vlog. Subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell a relative, tell the dog, tell the cat, tell a coworker, tell a relative stranger, tell the person you're sitting next to on the subway or the bus about my channel. This channel's targeted audience is kind of geared towards those of retirement age, but then younger viewers are always appreciated. This is what we did as kids, you know. People of my age can relate, you know. There's nothing wrong with liking cemeteries. Some people, you know, some people thinks it's kind of odd, you know, but that's just kind of the way it works. So this is a Florida Golden Girl saying from Groveland, Florida. Thank you for watching, and so long for now.